My job today is to present you guys with my current top 10 pound for pound UFC fighters. And with that being said, I'm going to base this upon fight IQ, how well they can do against other weight classes, and overall dominance / their record. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Number 10, we have Max Holloway. Max Holloway is a very good candidate for this list. He has taken some losses to some elite fighters, but the way he bounces back every time shows us how much he truly believes in his craft and how he's gonna continue to follow through with that. So that shows us that his trajectory and his record will stay consistent. Number 9, Charles Oliveira. When it comes to fight IQ, no one does it better than Charles Oliveira. He is so technical. Everything he does is calculated. He will take punishment, but he knows how to bounce back every single time. He's been fighting adversity ever since he was a child, and he continues to impress people every day. He will stay on this trajectory even if he loses the title. Number 8, Rose Namajunas. Rose is a very impressive fighter. Her win over Weili Zhang should show everyone how high her fight IQ really is. She has impressed everyone every single time she steps out there, and that is never going to stop. Rose will continue to impress people after her UFC career because of how mentally strong she is. Much respect to Rose. Number 7, Petr Yan. Petr Yan is a savage. When he goes in there, he's looking for the kill at all moments, and he will find it because of how crafty he is. He mixes everything so perfectly, and at the same time, he's always on defense. So we'll show that he is a true champion as long as he can keep his ego good. Number 6, Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes is coming off a very recent loss, but she has had a very dominant career. She has shown us that she can beat some of the best, and she can do it with power or with brains. So her fight IQ is definitely superior to a lot of people. Amanda Nunes is definitely overall a legend when it comes to the sport. So whether she gets the title again, I know she'll bounce back. Number 5, Francis Ngannou. Francis is power, and at the end of the day, he doesn't even need it. He's a very smart guy too. He has shown us that he can bounce back from those losses, and he's shown us that he can learn from the losses very well and use it to build his game, which really shows us that his fight IQ is very strong. But at the same time, with the power he has, it's hard to even step foot in front of him because people know what could happen. Number 4, Valentina Shevchenko. Valentina is definitely a fighter who's probably not going to be agreed upon to be in this placement, but she has shown us that her fight IQ is a lot superior than even a lot of the men fighters, which I probably will get a little bit of hate for saying that, but the reason why I say that is because men have been doing this a little bit longer, so it just adds up that they would probably have more experience to be able to do it better. With that being said, Valentina is elite. She is one of the smartest fighters. I would compare her to Demetrius Johnson. And overall, she can beat you however she wants to, whenever she wants to. She almost plays with her opponents sometimes, and I probably shouldn't say that, but the reason why I say that is because I think she tests herself when she's in there. I think she knows how how good she really is, but she wants to try out new moves and try out new things in there, and that's what really shows how good she really is. Number 3, Alexander Volkanovski. Alexander Volkanovski has shown us that his fight IQ is elite, and the reason why I'm saying that is because his fights against Max Holloway show us that he knows that he's not going to go in there and just knock Max Holloway out. He knows that he has to break him apart. He has to break him piece by piece by piece, because Max Holloway's been in there with some of the best of the best. Max Holloway can take a shot and he can give a shot, so you have to respect him when you go up against Max Holloway. And for someone to beat Max Holloway in the manner that Alex Volkanovski has done, and to do it not only once but twice, shows us that Alexander Volkanovski deserves this spot and is going to continue to keep impressing us. Number 2, Kamaru Usman. You guys may not agree with this placement. Some of you guys think that he should be number 1. I will explain why he's not, but let me explain why he deserves a spot on this list first. Kamaru has beaten all of the best, and he's done it twice. He's done it at least twice. He's ran through these people, and in the manner he's done it has shown us that his fight IQ is elite. Kamaru is definitely one of the most mentally strong people I've ever even witnessed. So to see him in there is a big motivation to anyone that's looking to fight or do anything, because it shows you as long as you put your mind to it, you will be able to do it. Number 1, Israel Adesanya. Let me explain why he deserves this spot over Kamaru first. He is coming from a kickboxing background. Kamaru is coming from a wrestling background. When you come from a wrestling background, it is a lot easier in MMA because you have the threat of the takedown at all times, which is a big factor in your opponent's brain. They're going to be thinking about that takedown a lot. When you're fighting someone that has a kickboxing background, you're just going to try to take them down. So for Israel to learn the defense that he has now is very impressive. Plus, Israel has tried to fight someone in a weight class above him. That is one of his losses. So, if you were looking at it from a bigger picture, Israel has shown us that he can be a pound-for-pound fighter, or at least will try to be a pound-for-pound fighter. Kamaru hasn't done that yet. Israel has done some very impressive things. He has also beaten people twice, same as Kamaru. He doesn't have as long as a title of reign, if I'm not mistaken, but overall Israel has shown us that he is one of the smartest fighters. His whole game is defense, and that's what every fighter needs. Every fighter should be fighting like Israel, because if you take less punishment, you will be able to win in the end. I definitely appreciate you guys watching this. If you guys disagree with any of it, please let me know in the comments. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more MMA/boxing videos, so if this one interests you in any bit, go hit that subscribe button. I also do weed education, drug education, strain reviews, sleep music, top 10, top 25 movies, and much more. I guarantee you will not be bored when you look through the selection. But I appreciate you watching this. Definitely stay blessed.